Today, in this video, I'm going to do what those people from Poland do. I'm going to polish some bits. I'm not finished. And then, once I've done that, I'll do what the people from Finland do, and I'll finish them off. Let's get on with it, shall we? If you're doing any sort of bike restoration from years gone by, you're going to have chromed places, chromed bits of steel, such as this handlebar here. And the chrome surface will probably degrade a bit, it'll get a bit pitted and there'll be little bits of corrosion on it, and it's quite often salvageable, particularly if it's just on the surface. So this handlebar we see here, I stuck this in a vapor rust to get rid of the rust primarily from the inside of the tubes, and it also dealt with some of the corrosion on the outside. And then what I did was I got my angle grinder with a wire brush on it, my tool of choice, weapon of choice, and I went around the whole of the wheel, just taking down the rough edges around the wheel, around the handlebars, taking off all the rough edges, getting them down fairly smooth to a level where I could polish them out. And then what I did with my trusty bench grinder here is I polished it. Now I have a number of polishing wheels. You can get these kits off eBay, Amazon. You have a coarse wheel, a secondary wheel and a polishing wheel. So the kit you get will come with those three. It also comes with a number of polishing blocks. These ones here, black's the most coarse, green's still fairly coarse, but it's more of a middle grade, and you've got the white for the fine polishing. You'll find that the kit that I did was for aluminium and steel, so you'll find there's some other blocks that you get as well, and they're more suited for polishing up bits of aluminium. Right, so what I do, start off with that's the coarse wheel, black block, mid wheel, green block or brown block. I didn't have my brown block with me today, that would normally be the one that I'd use for steel. And then with my white block, do the final polishing. And if you look at this, like I say, I've been over this with the angle grinder and the wire brush, and I've just angle grinded one side and the other side I've polished it. So I'm hoping that you'll be able to see the difference. So you can see this side here is polished. Yes, there's still remnants of where the chrome surface has been pitted, but to be honest, it's polished it out really well, and you only notice it if you look particularly hard. So in contrast, you can see here on the non-polished side, it's certainly a lot duller, and the pitting's more visible. So it's a fairly straightforward process. You just go through the three stages on that angle grinder with the polishing wheels, and it comes up looking lovely. And I don't have to buy myself a new pair of bars. That's got to be a bonus, hasn't it? Thank you. As I mentioned, aluminium polishing. This is the hub before. I'm going to start off with blue block on the middle wheel, and then I'm going to go on a white block on the polishing wheel. So that's a quick whiz on the inside of the hub. The first one, and hopefully you should be able to see the difference there. It's starting to come up lovely. So I've just done that in between the flanges. I'll do the outer flanges later. I just want to do give you an appreciation. So there we go, very nice. Final polish, and we'll have a look at it after that. That's what I was looking for, little circle. This particular wheel, because it's just got a cotton centre, you need to kind of secure it on, so I've just got a cable tie, and I just screw onto the thread, holds it in place while I do the polishing. If I don't put that on, it flies off, and it's not much good for polishing then, is it? There we go, just done half of it, and you should be able to see how much that second polish has brightened it up even more. So this is the side that I did with the mid wheel, this is the side I've done with the mid and the final wheel, and you can see it comes up nice, almost chrome like, which is what we want. We like nice shiny bits on our bikes, don't we? So I'll continue with this, finish it off, and I'm getting a step closer to finishing everything. Right, so we've polished down to the white block, this jobby here, on my little polishing wheel, and what I need to do now is I need to finish it off. Now, the thing I finish with is Auto Sol. Most people are familiar with this metal polish, really good metal polish, gets things brought up to a lovely shine. Smear that on the part. I've done it with this one here, I've smeared it all over it. And then again I've gone back onto my wheel down here, cleaned all that off, and then once I've done that I get myself a cloth. Now this is a nice clean cloth, but I'll start off with a cloth, clean all around here, and I rub it basically until I no longer have any black bits on my cloth. So with this it's not fully clean, this one, so I'll kind of give you an example. So if I rub on there like that, you see there's a bit of black on there, more so if I do it here, you see. So I keep rubbing it until I get rid of that, and I normally get a clean cloth at the end, go over it all and check that there's no residue, no polish residue left on the component, and you'll find as well that it really brings it up in a lovely shine when you do that. Now I've done that with my wonderful crank here, my selector crank. You see, hope I'm going to be proven right here. If I polish all on that with my clean cloth, it's clean. So I've done exactly that, exactly what I've just said with that. This one didn't take too long. The likes of me chain guard, because of all the nooks and crannies, yeah, that's going to take a bit longer, so I'm probably going to have to polish that for about an hour to get all the polish residue off it and get it properly shining. So now I have this like this, I want to give it some protection. Now I did think of putting the chrome paint on this, but the chrome paint isn't actually very resilient, so I want to put something on that would be a bit tougher, preserve the shininess of it, and just stop it from tarnishing, and stop the surface from becoming dull where it's wore, where the feet rub on the crank as you pedal round and round. So you'll see I've got a little bit of wire on there. What I'll do is I'll hold this up, I'll get some clear coat, and I'll spray all over this, and then find somewhere to hang it to dry. So that's what I'm going to do next, so just bear with me while I change. I hope you can hear me through my mask, but you'll be pleased now that you don't have to look at me dodgy tash. And now I am going to give this a clear coat spray, and I've left the clear coat over here. There we go, clear coat spray. I've already shaken this up for the 2 minutes that you're supposed to. I like buying these little hand nozzles for doing the spraying. It just makes things much easier when you do it. And there's millions of videos on YouTube on how to do this. And the key thing when you're spraying is start before you get to the plough, go past it, backwards and forwards, and just keep turning it. So I'm going to do that now. we go. Actually, can I pull that out the shot? There we go. There we go. Done. And now, let's get this off. Oh, I've got to do it with one hand. Can I manage it? Shut the thing off. So, there we go. Find somewhere to hang this. See, there's a nice little hook over here. Put that on there and leave that to dry. So I'm going to go and do the next crank, and then I've got the stem, so I'm going to clear coat the stem, and I've got a few other bits and bobs that I'm going to do the same too. So I'll leave you alone while I get on and do that. Hi, thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe to my channel, and then you'll get notifications whenever I release a video, and you never know, you might find something interesting in one of them. Canny.